Hey guys, hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you all are here. Today we're going to talk about 5 more slip joints in my collection that I think are awesome, that I can highly recommend, that have been a lot of fun for me, that I enjoy a whole bunch. Enjoy almost as much as if you guys would take just a second, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon next to it. It would mean a lot to me and the channel. But all these little knives are affordable. They are very cool. They are unique, right? I'm going to have a few here that are modern slip joints like this Kansept Bevy. And then I'll have some that are more traditional. But let's start with the Kansept Bevy. This little guy is super cool little knife. It is S35VN. It's got this little nail pull that goes all the way across the blade, so you can literally grab it anywhere to pull it to that half stop. It's got a lighter pull and open and close, but it's still very stable. I would rank this maybe a 4, but you can hear it lock up. Came perfectly centered, has stainless spring liners, really nice shred carbon fiber, kind of in this forest green, this green and black. And then being a modern, it's going to have T8 pivot and T6 body screws. Again, I'd never take it apart, but if for any reason I needed to adjust this pivot, if it got loose, I could do that. The ricasso here is done really well so that when you go to close this knife, it stops on your finger, gives you that little extra degree of safety. But it's got a really nice small blade, again S35VN, nice clip point that's done very well, really slicey. Let's get a coupon where we can slice with each of these knives. So yeah, the little Kansept Bevy is a little slicer. It's a little thicker than some of my slip joints in terms of being a thicker stock, but this little guy works great. It carries great. I carry it in this Etsy slip from Russia. I carry all my knives tip up in my slips, but that's one of my top 5. We'll call that number 5, and these are in no particular order, but the Kansept Bevy. Moving on, we will come to another slip from Russia because you got 2 of these slips, $10 each. They threw in a third one, so that's the story with those. But this is the Ryder Reserve Easy Pull Wharncliffe. And guys, I'm crazy about this knife. I think it looks super cool. It's called the Sway. The Easy Pull Sway is actually what it's called, but it is a wicked Wharncliffe sway back design. Blue micarta handle, has this really nice stainless shield, stainless pins, or brass that is, pins and shield, a little brass lanyard tube there, so if you want to put a small lanyard on it. And then it's got this micarta and the liner cut away so that when the knife's shut, you don't have to rely on that match pull there. You can just easy pull it on the blade, which I really like. And it's got this super sharp, super pokey D2 blade. The branding on it says Ryder Reserve. It has the pattern number, which is RRR009. And then in blue micarta, because it comes in other colors, D2 China, it says on the blade. And we can give it a little cut test. Super slicey, guys. And these little knives are a lot of fun, not just to cut with, But if you're into any kind of whittling, or if you like to kill time by carving sticks, these are good little stick carving knives. This thing's perfectly locked up, has no blade play, does get a little smudgy on the blade. That's just the nature of slip joints. But this is the Rough Rider Reserve Easy Pull Sway in blue micarta. It also has that ricotta that kind of keeps your finger from getting cut right there. And then it's got probably one of the best sharpening choils in the game, just perfectly done. So I'm really impressed with this knife. And this knife here, guys, was right around $38. I did not give you the price on the Bevy. The Bevy came in, if I'm not mistaken, right around 100 with the carbon fiber. I want to say it's right around $107, but this knife's available in G10 for about $60, or you can get it in micarta for about $80. So again, all of them S35VN, really nice knives, and then the Easy Pull is there under $40 in D2. Next, we have this little Fox Libre that came with this slip from Fox Knives. This knife is super cool, guys. It's probably the lightest knife in my slip joint collection. I think it comes in at 1.4 ounces. Can't remember. Yep, 1.4 ounces, which is nothing. This knife feels literally like I don't have anything in my hand. It's got a very distinct half stop, no nail nick. It's just got this nice spear point blade, drop pointy spear point blade, and it's got this blade that you can get a hold of. So you just get a hold of the blade. You've got this half stop, and then you've got a full stop. Super, super stable. Feels very nice. They call these blade grooves here, or spine grooves, but it's basically jimping, and it's also got that ricotta that keeps your finger from coming in contact with the blade. Very nice sharpening choil. This one's an M390, so I would say it's high quality materials, made in Italy. Really nice micarta, canvas micarta there. And you'll notice that this canvas micarta has no liners. So this little knife has the spring, the canvas micarta handle, and no visible liners that I can see. And again, guys, it is a super stable knife. I just find it really, really cool. I find it unique. I like, as odd as it sounds, these little spine grooves, as they describe them, because they do give you just a solid purchase. This is a smaller knife, but again, it's going to be very slicey. M390, really well done micarta, made over in Italy. I think it's just a fantastic little knife. I've really enjoyed it and look forward to continuing to enjoy it. It's easy to carry because, like I say, it weighs nothing. But that is the Fox Knives Libre. So moving on, we come to probably the smallest little knife in my collection. And this might look familiar just because of the color, because it's also denim micarta. But this is a Rough Rider Reserve Copperhead. And the Copperhead is also very stable. It is a small little slip joint. It's got the nice ricotta there, and also has a very nice sharpening choil. It is super not sharp. Just this little pin style Wharncliffe blade, guys. I mean, this little knife will get into packages, will take care of any of those little utility cuts that you need. Again, it's not a hard use knife, but I don't carry my slip joints for hard use knives. I carry them for backups and to let somebody use them if they want to use a knife. but it's got this real interesting handle. It's kind of got some interesting scalloping going on, or lines going on there. And then you've got this kind of unique Warncliffey blade with this weird swedge here on the front. And you got a little match pull. Blue micarta, bronze shield and pins. And then you've got this little keychain slash lanyard loop back there on the back. This little knife was a little more expensive. It's also D2, like the Sway, but this one was, I want to say, 47 bucks. So this was like a whole 10 bucks more than that easy open knife, which I just kind of found, maybe it's because it's small, maybe it's because it's more complex, but it's really cool. It's got the Rough Rider Reserve, and then the pattern number RRR016 is the pattern number of this, and it's in D2 blade steel. Fit and finish on it is fantastic. Again, guys, I've picked up several Rough Rider Reserves, and every single one of them have been just impeccable in terms of the quality, the build, and how I've enjoyed them. This is another little Epoch leather slip from Etsy. And then lastly, another 5 cool knife is this guy right here. This is the NKM. This says made in Italy. The MKM Anso Root. So this is a Anso design. There's the maker's mark right there. It is an M390 that has an aluminum handle. It has this spring that integrates into this lanyard area here. It has a T8 pivot. And loosened up a little bit. I'm gonna have to Loctite that, guys. So it's got a T8 pivot. I've been playing with this knife. And then T6 body screws. Super light, aluminum, M390. When I say super light, .2 ounce knife. So it's not as light as the Fox, but it is very, very, very light. I love the way it looks. I love this little slip that it comes with that you can carry inside your pocket, like, so this is your pocket. You can carry it in your pocket like this. Or you can do like I usually do, which is just pocket drop it and leave it like that. That magnet's strong enough that it picks up the blade through the aluminum and it keeps it shut. But really well done leather slip from Italy, from MKM. MKM, for those of you that don't know, is Maniago Knife Makers. And their signature are these 3 little holes in the blade, which are just to give you traction when you go to open it. So yeah, super, super impressed with this knife. The only thing that was kind of a bummer that'll be in my review is it was kind of misrepresented. And on Blade HQ, you know, we all joke about them getting dimensions wrong, getting things wrong. Well, this one I feel like they got wrong, and still, you know, have decided to keep the knife. But it was priced at $119, and it was listed as titanium, both in the title and also in the materials inside. So when I got it out and did the unboxing, I noticed that it felt like aluminum. Again, to me, it wasn't 6.5 dozen the other. But so anyway, I sent Blade HQ an email saying that I'd done the unboxing, and I was a little surprised because it didn't feel like titanium. Did they maybe have the listing wrong? I needed to know before I did a review. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like what we dealt with at Atlantic Knives. But strangely enough, Blade HQ sent me back a gee whiz, thanks, John. I appreciate that. You know, you helped us out. Please let us know if you'd like to send the knife back since it was misrepresented on the site. Again, we've changed it on the site and we appreciate you bringing it to our attention. So I emailed back and I said, yeah, guys, that's the main thing I wanted to know because I wouldn't have bought the knife if I knew it was aluminum because for $20 more, I could have bought the raw titanium, which was an actual titanium knife. Is there any way that I can send you this knife back and swap it out for the titanium and then pay the difference of the two? And I got this long email back saying, unfortunately, you know, you would have to return the knife. We would credit you and then you could buy the other knife. And if you guys know anything about me, I don't have a lot of patience. I need to make the video. I didn't know it was going to be in one of my top 5, but I've been carrying it now, or my 5 more awesome knives. I've been carrying it now for several days, and I really enjoy it. It's super slicey. It may be a little dull because it's cut a lot. No, it's still razor sharp. Razor sharp M390. Feels like it's done very, very well. But again, it's not titanium, and that's how Blade HQ had it advertised or listed when I was looking at them. So that kind of sucks. But besides that, it's a great knife. No, I'm not going to send it back and wait a week to get my cash credited and then buy another one and have it shipped to me and wait a week. I just don't have time for that. I'll just, you know, vote with my dollars, right? But guys, that is 5 what I consider to be very cool slip joints for my collection. Again, in no particular order. See if I can get them all on screen for y'all to look at. Let's see. That one barely wants to not get on there, doesn't it? You guys probably wonder why I'm moving them around. I'm moving them so I can see them, because I cannot see them. But I know that one will fit in frame. So there you go, guys. 5 really cool slip joints from my collection. Kansept Bevy, Rough Ryder Reserve, Easy Pull Sway, Fox Knives Libre, Rough Ryder Reserve Copperhead, and the MKM Anso or Jens Anso Root. And this is available at Knife Center, at Blade H Screw, and several other retailers. And they're all just really cool knives. You can tell the blade stock is, that one's not going to want to stand up, which makes sense. That one probably, yeah, that one will. There we go. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate you tolerating my slip joint fancy that I've jumped into. I think it's kind of run its course. We'll see. I'll still continue to pick up slip joints. It's just not something that I'm going to just dive into head first. I like my modern folders, like the one I'm carrying today, my Mash V2. I really enjoy the flippiness, the fidgetiness, but I don't discount the usefulness and the utility of my slip joints. I have Kevin, Lefty EDC, to thank for getting my brain, my squirrel brain, going in this direction. And I knew, because I know how my brain works, that when I tried these out, I would have to experience them, right? Not just one, but experience them. I'm going to have to tune this thing a little bit. But I knew it wouldn't just be one, right? I've got it so tight it's not slapping. There we go. Guys, I appreciate you bearing with me. I appreciate you if you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you if you just watched the video and you didn't subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it if you thumbs up me or thumbs down me or leave a comment. It takes me a while to get back to comments. I try to go through them in big swoops, but I'm way behind. I have a feeling I'll probably leave some out, but that doesn't mean that I'm not appreciative. It just means that I've got a squirrel brain and I go in a lot of different directions, and I apologize. Guys, please look out for the guy or girl to your left. Please look out for the guy or girl to your right. Please look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.